18 on my well, not my PlayStation, but yeah, on PlayStation. Let's go. I never play this, but I don't play 2K or no type of basketball game on PlayStation, but I do play ball. But let's see what I got.
The game ain't the same as it once was. This is NBA Live. Here, you can be the one and shine like the league's best. Anybody can get shook or dunked on or crossed up. And your newfound control over your strength, skills, and style is a beautiful thing. So do you want to be the one or the one who gets left behind? You have the ability to dominate on both ends of the court. It's all in your hands now. But remember this, the path to being the greatest, being the one,
so Westbrook, Kyrie, I mean not Kyrie,
continues in the playground, the schools, and the local gyms. This is where every real player developed their love for the game, where they paid their dues, earned their reps, and rode their own road. From pickup games at the Rucker, to pro-am games at the Drew, to the bright lights of the NBA, the paths to greatness are limitless. And trust me, this game ain't the same. Are you ready to be the one?
I don't really play NBA like that. Kyrie. Durant. Too much. Ooh. Come on, Durant. I gotta get used to playing this because I never play it. Three. Let's go. Who that? See what you got doing it. Oh yeah, Curry. Good. Ooh. Shut up. Leave. Ooh. Kim Durant? Oh my god. Damn. Don't let LeBron get that, boy. Good. We got ball. Oh. Come on, Curry. Feed it.
Now you see the difference? You ready to be the one?
Running crossover, wide crossover, quick crossover.
Yeah. Hold up, stand back, yeah. I just peep you tryna stump the Golden State Warriors. I just peep that copy say the mad, yeah. Money on my mind, I'm tryna
Let's start creating your look. If you haven't already done so, download the Game Face HD app. Beard, scruff, or clean shaven, your path to facial hair greatness starts here.
And you know that niggas on my back. I'm a hype beast. I know how to act. Yeah, they didn't get around money. Ever since I got it, I've been blowing money. Yeah.
Your hairstyle says a lot about your look. Let's choose yours.
I remember I ain't had it. Now I'm having it. I'm living lavish. It's at least 500,000 in my match. I be ducking these. I'm on my savage. Put up in that big B, they thought it was a rental. While I get my seats massaging me. Yeah, it's so big inside. Treat it like a squatter.
Now it's time to decide what kind of player you want to be. First, let's choose your player type: guard, wing, or big. Now, let's define your style of play. Now, it's time to choose your player's height and weight. Every choice you make here will affect your player's physical capabilities, both good
You can
and
go no
bad.
shorter.
So choose wisely before you lock in.
I don't like little bodies in a big Bentley with a Spanish girl. Call me in it. I'm riding with no sin in it. She and they tryna see who's in it. Mind your business. Money on my mind, it's always time to get it. Yeah, got Eliante jewelry, so my diamonds glitter. Yeah, I know she like the way I rock my mic and Marys. Yeah, got spikes all on my feet, so haters can't get near me. Yeah.
64 game. I'm playing 64 games.
I just peeped, I got these haters mad. Yeah, money on my mind, I'm trying to get it. Yeah, drop 300 on the whip. Yeah, I just spent the dub on my. Yeah, I just spent like 80 on the chain. Yeah, blow it like money in the bank. Hold up,
Yeah, I'm
stand
sad.
back. Yeah, I just peeped, you trying to steal my swag. Yeah, I just peeped, I got these haters mad. Yeah, money on my mind, I'm trying to get it. Yeah, drop 3.
The rise.
Like millions of other kids, you dreamed of one day being in the NBA. You wanted to be a star. And someday, to rise above and become the greatest to ever play. You dreamed of being the one. But the road to stardom is never easy. There are obstacles, injuries, and disappointments. Adversity is universal. It can happen to anyone at any time. And one day, it happened to you. You went from being a guaranteed lottery pick to a kid who may never even play college ball again.
The fall.
Now look, it's always bad to hear about injuries, especially to college kids, of course.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. Smith, this one is particularly disheartening because we are 2 weeks into the season and one of the top NBA prospects in the country goes down potentially with a season-ending injury, a knee injury. That's a killer.
I couldn't agree more. When I heard he was carried off the floor today, all you can do is find yourself hoping that he'll make it back. That's the bottom line. But my heart goes out to him because I didn't expect this as a devastating injury. It's never good to have something like this happen.
The team doctor broke the news. Torn ACL, sprained MCL, and a torn meniscus. Surgery was scheduled, but your game will likely never be the same. At the 2016 NBA draft, your name is still mentioned. Not as a prospect, but as a cautionary tale.
Now, there's another huge story in this year's draft. A record number of underclassmen, 30 of them, undrafted. And I hope, anyway, that this is a lesson. This serves as an example to college players. I'm not talking about the ones who are genuinely one and dones, the guys you know are going to be lottery picks. I mean the rest of them. They're not sure shots. You're not sure they're going to be lottery picks. Don't just use the college system for a year thinking you're going to bounce. It doesn't work like that. If you don't have the talent, it doesn't work. You got to be cultivated in the system.
Please. There you go again with your blanket generalizations. You know how you are, oh, Max. The war is me. Oh, my Lord. I can't take it. I just can't take it. It's a case-by-case basis. You can't just blanketly decide this should not be one and dones or there should be one and dones. You got to go on a case-by-case basis. Some dudes deserve to be one and dones. Some people don't. It's on a case-by-case basis.
And that is my point. Thank you for making it for me. Every kid thinks they're the exception to the rule. And members of the media like, Stephen A. Smith are encouraging these kids to come out early.
Look, Max, bottom line is this. You got to take this into consideration. You had two dudes. They were called the Height brothers. Now, you had Nick Howard. This kid had a lot of promise. What does he do? He goes to college. Very uneventful first year, no doubt. The second year, he was pretty good. Here's the problem. The NBA, it's not about pretty good. You need to be great on the collegiate level, on the prep level, in summer leagues and what have you, in order for you to get the stature that you deserve. That's the bottom line. It's pretty good ain't good enough to be that stud NBA.
How is it exactly my point?
Let me finish. There's another example. I did say the Height brothers. I wasn't talking about one individual. I was talking about two. What happens? One and done in a different way. 1 year, one ACL injury later, and look where he's at now. His future is clearly uncertain. So you got to take advantage of that opportunity because you never know when an injury is going to cost you everything.
Stephen A., listen to yourself. Listen to yourself a second. You give one argument for why a kid should come out early, a one-and-done situation. I can give you 30 arguments this morning alone why they should stay in school. And now you have to wonder what a kid like Nick Howard, who has given up his college eligibility, does next. What does he do next?
First of all, don't sweat the technique. The argument, or one argument, as long as it's strong enough, that's all that matters. That's number one. Number two, the Height brothers was something special. What they really, really need to do. I'm going to tell you what they need to do, Mac. They need to get back to playing together. My sources are telling me the ACL injury has been completely healed. So go on a pro-am circuit. Go in summer leagues. Do what you got to do to get back on the court together to remind everybody of what you once were. Because once you pull that off, the sky's the limit. That's what they need to do. Get back to playing ball together because when people see what you can do as one, the other arguments don't really matter. Like I said, don't sweat the technique.
I want a best friend. I want the Louis V lens. I want the Ray with a 10. I want the finer things. I want designer things. I want a lot of things. I just want the rings. 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 The rings. I just want 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 the rings. I want the Porsche and going back and forth. Don't got no remorse. I carry the torch. And for what it's worth, I won't get divorced. I want the ring like a Bron. I want the ring like I'm Draymond. I want the ring like I'm Ray John. I want the ring like Neymar. It don't matter if we down by 4. Hit the game winner up in the 4th. I let Bill Russell up on the court. I the only one that's more. Want a bed, dressed in Dior. Just like Lior. I'm like Phil Jackson up in New York. I might go on a PGA tour. Yeah. I just want the rings. I want the rings. The rings. Yeah. I want to be the best. Know what that means. It means. Yeah. I want a best. I want a best friend. I want the Louis V lens. I want the Ray with a 10. I want the finer things. I want designer things. I want a lot of things. I just want the rings. I just want the rings. I just want the rings. I just want the rings.
This is New York City, the mecca of basketball. The original Rucker League began here in 1947. 9 years later, the tournament found a permanent home uptown at PS 156 Playground. Those early Rucker days showcased talents like Lou Alcindor, Wilt the Stilt, and Earl the Pearl. It's also where Julius Erving became the Doctor. In 1974, the park was respectfully renamed Holcomb Rucker Park in honor of the tournament founder. Now, many have influenced the growth of the Rucker since, but none more heavily than the late great Greg Marius, founder of the EBC. Many would argue that the Ruck is the birthplace of true street ball and the crossover dribble. Considering New York City's penchant for flashy guard play, there are few who can challenge that. After the legendary exploits of Rucker alumni like Rod Strickland, Rafer Alston, and Kyrie Irving, it goes without saying that getting crossed up or banged on can happen to anybody at any given moment here. It's no wonder that this unassuming uptown playground has become the most widely recognized street ball court in the world. Rucker Park, Harlem.
B, why you shoot, B? Alright, you guys, I'm gonna hop off PS4 for like an hour real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm going somewhere. See you, bye guys.